This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so good morning once again. So I hope everyone know why we are joining this session. So the next upcoming drive is going to be what is the next company that is going to come? Yes, Virtusa. Super sir. So not only Virtusa, there are so many companies are lining up. I hope your PCs and your class person has already got the details. What are the companies that are lining up? But one of the key recruiters for our college is Virtusa. So we want to make sure that you are preparing well for it. So that is the reason I'm just taking this, and I want you to know what are the things that a company expects and what are the things that you want to prepare. And make sure, guys, I don't know when is the date it is going to be coming, but before that, make sure you're ready. And I'm confident that we have already shared you all the details that are expected by this company, by Virtusa. But the only thing that they added this time new is going to be the problem solving. The problem solving is going to be little bit difficult when compared to the previous years. So normally Virtusa's programming questions will not be too much of high difficulty problems. It will be of easy to average problems. But this time they are focusing more on problem solving. So I'm expecting the questions between in the range of average to moderate. So what I'm suggesting is I want you guys to practice more on problem solving rather than uh, this multiple choices. Yes, we want to practice multiple choice questions because in the first round we have nearly 50 to 60 questions from multiple choice questions. Yes, I will explain. So how the pattern will be, what are the things that you want to learn, everything I'll be explaining. But before that, I want you just to add some points. So only I'm adding this. Yes. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible. Yes. So let's start with Virtusa interview preparation. So normally Virtusa come for two roles. One is for talent, another one is for developer. So mostly for both these skills, they'll be having the same set of rounds. The first round is going to be so talent. I hope everyone know what is this talent tool. It is a tool. It is for Informatica tool. So it is used for big data analysis. It is used for big data analysis. So okay, don't go for that roles and all because this role will be shared by your placement team. But this you understand it. What is it? So there are two types of role, and for the two types of role, mostly the interview process will be same. If you are eligible for developer based on your first round or second round score, the technical HR may take place for your development round. So there is a third process that may be the extra round that may be keeping you for it. Okay, sir. So first round is going to be a MCQ. It will be a combination of all APTI, technical, and also they have added SQL in the last time and some OS questions, OS based questions and web development questions. Web development in the sense HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So these types of questions they have added for the last year. Web development questions. So these APTI, I hope there are more. See, totally there are 45 to 60 questions we are expecting in the first round, and it should be around 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes round. So this will be a first round, And first round will have two sections. One is MCQ, another one is coding part. So at some time they may add short coding, at some time they will not be adding short coding, but we will be explaining it right now. But the things for MCQ is, the things that you have to prepare for MCQ is APTI, technical in the sense I'll be explaining the topic, which are the technical topics that you want to learn. So in this technical, you have to focus on these topics, that is Java. So mostly Vistasa doesn't focus more on this C or C++. They'll be focusing more on Java because they're working more on Java. So they'll be focusing more questions from Java. Maybe you can get questions from C or C++, one or two questions, but it is not high compared to this Java. And also SQL. Okay, I can remove this and I can add it in a separate thing. Okay, so for technical, first I want you to focus on Java. So most of the questions in Java, so they'll be expecting, we are expecting more questions from Java because Java is the one language that they keep on working. Even if you're good placed, you have to work in Java alone. So they'll be giving you training in Java and they'll be asking you to work in Java. So the key points that what you want to learn in this Java are keywords. In specific, I suggest you to go and see for static, private, public, protected, and so these keywords with member functions, variables, and if I'm using in a class, so what is the scope of this? What is the scope of this variable? What is the scope of this member function? What is the scope of this class? And how can I access a variable with this static keyword? How can I access a function with a static keyword? Is it a possible way to have a static class? So I want you guys to know little more deeper in this. Guys, this is just an introduction session, just how to learn and what are the things that you have to prepare for Vistasa. Yes. So at the end of the session, I'm going to share you another plan that is actually going to be your training plan. At the end of the session, I'll be explaining you that. So don't worry. So this is the thing that you have to first start on practicing it. And also I'll be sharing the websites. So where you want to learn everything, I'll be sharing you. Don't worry. So after keywords, operators. So mostly focus on increment or decrement. And assignment operators. So after that, exceptions, threads, and yes, I'm missing this, conditionals, conditional and control. So conditional and control, we already seen so many examples in C. The same is going to happen here. We don't want to see for any extra new conditions, but the only thing that you have to look for in this is for each loop. For each loop in Java. So that is the only thing that you want to focus on this. So this is, see, what are the things that I'm explaining right now is only for MCQ. MCQ, first round, in that MCQ in Java, what are the things that you want to prepare or what are the things that you want to look into it from Java. So that is the thing I'm explaining here. Please don't confuse with anything. Yes. Okay. So in the exceptions, you have to know about check and also uncheck. And in exception, the questions will be mostly from try, catch, and finally blocks. I hope everyone know what is this final block. Final block. try catch final block. In exception, so how they're giving you is they'll be giving you a final block. Inside that final block, they start to ask a question with try catch blocks. Inside that final block, you'll be having a try catch, and they want you to execute what is the output for that. Yes, guys, can you able to follow me what I'm telling right now? Up to this, is everyone is clear? So whatever the things I have told you, is it clear? See, I'm giving you a sample how the questions will be and what are in what the sense they'll be asking you questions. Please understand it. If possible, make a note of it and keep a track of it. And I want you to start preparing based on these topics. These are some important topics that I'm giving. So only these topics will be asked. No, these are some important topics that you have to focus on, because most of the questions in the previous years, most of the questions are around these topics. So only I'm telling you to focus on these topics so that we can get some boosted marks. That's it. Yes. So in exception, this final block is very, very important. Please make sure you're having this final block. And threads with synchronization. Okay, just we can see with this wait, notify, and notify all. So these methods, notify all methods. So go and see for these methods in threads. So how this works, and also you can go for synchronization. Yes, how the synchronization works. So these are the topics that you have to focus for your MCQ. Apart from this, the normal questions will always arise from abstract, with interface, abstract, interface. After that, you'll be having multiple constructors. Multiple constructors in a single class. Questions based on these. So these types of questions are the things that will mostly focus on your first round MCQ. Yes, I hope we have reached the maximum capacity. If PCs are there, if still your friends want to join, please tell me, let me know whether they are joining or not. Because it is already 235 students. Still your friends is it joining, or this is the total strength that we are getting it? Is PCs here? Any PCs? PC from CSE, EC, EEE? Yes, so this is the maximum strength, or still your friends are joining? Yes. Yes, PCs, please go and check whether your friends all has joined or not. Okay. Okay, let's let them join because Super. CSC is 130 plus. Yes, I hope everyone has joined, but still there are still your friends want to join. That is a okay. Super. CSC and EC joined. So triple E alone. Triple E. Triple E. Those who are in Virtusa is joined. Okay, guys. Thank you, guys. So I got response. Yes, super. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, then that is the maximum that we are getting here. Okay, so then that is fine for our. Okay, guys. So now for this multiple constructor. So multiple constructor in the sense you'll be giving a constructor with different parameters, and they'll be creating an objects. So like it may be of an inner class, or it may be of an extended class, or it may be of a protected class. Inside that they will be having a constructor, and from there they'll be asking you to create an object and to access that constructor. So these types of questions will be asked in first round technical MCQ in Virtusa. In Java, you have to focus on these topics. Is it clear? Okay, sir. So now the second question arises. Sir, where sir I want to get these types of questions? Sir, where can I get these types of questions, sir? So which website can I use? Yes. See, for the past 3 years, in my yes, in my opinion, Virtusa is looking for SAM Foundry. So I suggest everyone to start with SAM Foundry for Virtusa preparation alone, not for other companies. For Virtusa preparation alone, start with SAM Foundry. Because from 2016, I'm looking into the questions, and they are mostly focusing on SAM Foundry based questions. So if you're starting to practice MCQs in Java, I suggest for Virtusa preparation alone, go and start with SAM Foundry. So SAM Foundry has the maximum questions that they ask in Virtusa are from SAM Foundry. So first start with SAM Foundry, then we can go with Geeks Quiz or any Geeks Quiz, and we have India Books. So you have these sites, correct? But for Virtusa preparation alone, I suggest you to start with SAM Foundry. Is it clear, guys? Because SAM Foundry, most of the questions in Virtusa are asked in SAM Foundry. Yes, we have so many other websites. We can also refer that, but I'm suggesting you to start with SAM Foundry. Yes, because that is the part they keep on focusing on it. Okay, sir. So first thing, Java is completed. So next, so for the past 2 years alone, we are seeing some SQL based questions. So SQL based questions in the sense they're giving you a query. Sorry, first they'll be giving you first thing they'll be giving you an ER diagram. ER diagram, and they'll be asking you the relation between two tables. So is it a one-to-one relation or it is a one-to-many relationship like that? So they'll be giving you a table structure, the ER diagram. They'll be giving you in the question itself, they'll be giving you a table structure, and they'll be asking you what is the relationship between this student table and the department table. So like they'll be giving a scenario for it. So you are given a scenario like student management system, and in that you have a tables like student, staff, and department, college, subject, like that. So they'll be giving you the ER diagrams for it, and they'll be asking you what is the relationship between student and a department, or how can I relate the student with the department. So what is the keyword that I can use? So the keyword in the sense we'll be using either a primary key or a foreign key or some constraints keys. Like, so there are totally 8 types of keys in MySQL. While taking MySQL, I have explained 8 types of keys. What are the 8 types of keys there? I hope everyone remember that. the MySQL sessions. If you guys have forgot, there's a YouTube link is already there. I hope that link has already shared with you. Go and refer to that. So there are 8 types of keys: primary key, foreign key, strict key, so composite key, everything is there. Just go and look into it. And these are the things that they'll be focusing on in SQL. So one is ER diagram with relationship between two models, and then this keys. So primary key, foreign key, special key. So I don't know, I forgot all the names. Just go and look for the keys. So mostly they'll be focusing on primary and foreign keys and special keys. So just go and look into it. So after that, there is one more type of question they'll be giving you. Instead of giving an ER diagram, they'll be giving you an SQL query. They'll be giving you a table data and also the query. They'll be giving you the query and they'll be expecting you to get what is the result that I will be getting from this given table. So in the sense, so they'll be giving a student table. So in the student table, I'll be having a roll number, name, and mark. And they'll be giving a query. So like they'll be joining this table with another table, either with the department or with the other college or any other table. They'll be giving you 2 to 3 tables, and they'll be giving a query in the sense with joins or without joins, with joins or without joins. Without joins, and they want you to find the max or min or average. There is nothing but an aggregate functions. Yes. So this is the part that you have to focus on SQL. So there is SQL query with joins, and then SQL query with aggregate functions. So these are the things that you have to focus more on in SQL. So these are the types of questions, or these are the questions that they are normally asking in first round technical MCQ. They'll be giving you questions like this. They'll be focusing more on these types of questions. So after this, a common questions, that is software testing, life cycle models, project life cycle models, that we normally select as a software development life cycle model, SDLC, and also testing methodologies, that is white box testing, black box testing. So just know what is what. So because these are the 2 major topics that maximum questions will be coming. But this software testing and operating systems and other things that what I'm going to tell now is maximum you can get a maximum of 2 questions, maximum of 2 to 3 questions. Yes, so that is not up to, it is not going up more than that. Maximum of 2 or 3 questions that maybe you can get it. Yes, and also I forgot to before this. In the last year they asked questions from algorithms. Algorithms in the sense searching, sorting, trees, and other strategies, right? Like I don't know, stack is not stack DOS. I think linked list, I think so. I forgot this, guys. But based on algorithms, also they have asked questions based on algorithms, like which sorting technique is suited for this scenario. Like that, one question has been came. So one person has came up like, so we'll be giving a scenario. So this is the data that I'm having here, and suggest me which sorting technique is applicable so that I can get the sorted value efficiently. Like they'll be asking you a question like that. Because last year one of your senior has asked me that question, so now only I came to remember that. So make sure you are seeing what are the searching techniques available, what are the sorting techniques available, for which scenario, which sorting will be helpful. So we have divide and conquer, we have merge sort, we have quick sort, we have tim sort, we have what are different sorting techniques that are available there is already there. Just go and refer these, what are searching techniques there, what are sorting techniques there. When coming to this tree and linked list, that is data structure concepts, they'll be asking you the runtime taken by that algorithm. They'll be giving you an algorithm, or they'll be giving you a function or a procedure or prototype. They'll be asking you the runtime of it, or how much iteration it will take to reach the node. How much iteration will it take to reach the specific node? So that is a type of question that was asked in trees and linked lists, other data structures modules. Maybe I can just club this with DS module. So this is, see, because these are the things that they asked in the last year. So only I want to specify you guys. Please make sure you are also making sure you are ready with these things. Yes. So up to this, is everyone is clear? So Java, SQL, and algorithms, and what are the types of questions and how the questions will be. Is that clear? Yes. Yes. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Thank you. Thank you. So next, apart from this, you have to focus on software testing. So software engineering, I can tell it. Software engineering in the sense that is SDLC model, SDLC, and various types of testing methodologies. Various testing methodologies. Testing methodologies is white box testing, black box testing, functional testing, unit testing. So these are the 4 common testing methodologies they'll be keep on repeatedly asking. So at which point we'll be using black box testing, at which point we'll be using white box testing. So what is my functional testing, what is my unit testing? So these are the some common repeated questions that will be asked in any company, because there is no other options for software engineering or whatever it is. Whereas in SDLC we have some different methodologies like water flow model, or spiral model, or agile model. What is the difference between agile and so like that? They may ask a question, but it is not repeatedly asked. So only few person has got these questions. Only few person has got. So difference between what is this spiral, or the key points between the spiral model and what is that waterfall model. Like that, or the advantage of spiral model over waterfall model. They may ask a question. I am not here, but this is what how they ask. Yes. And after this, you may get questions from web technologies. Web technology in the sense HTML tags. So HTML tags, one important. So you have to focus on table tag and heading tag and script tag. Script, image, and link, that is href. Link tag. Link. So link in the sense it will be called as a href. So just link. So go and see for these tags. And after that, CSS. In CSS, you have to focus on properties and values. That is the 2 things that is available in CSS. So what is the property? What is the value for the property? Property and value. What is the property? What is the value? So you can focus on these 2 things. Properties and values. So not more questions as asked from HTML, CSS, JavaScript, but expecting 2 to 3 questions. That's it. Expecting 2 to 3 questions. For a basic understanding of HTML, CSS is fine for me. And they are not asked questions related to JavaScript. So I hope for in related to web technologies, I want you to focus on these two concepts, HTML and CSS. And in HTML, I also suggested these tags. So what is this tags? And also one thing. meta tag. Meta tag. See for that meta tag also. What is that meta tag? Why we are using that meta tag? That's good. So I hope these are the things that you have to focus for your first round of MCQ. So first round technical MCQ. I want you guys to focus or prepare on this. Yes. And I hope this is the sites. Maybe I can put this. So every concepts. So every concepts that what I'm telling is for all this, there are online questions available in these three websites because I've seen it all this category questions in these three websites. So I hope you can use this use the same sites for all these things. So no worry. Okay. Okay. So just a minute, I'll save this document first so that I can share it to you later. Interview preparation. Okay, guys. And one more thing, guys, I want to tell you, not everyone will get the same questions. Not everyone will get the same questions because, in my opinion, last time they have conducted the drive in 2 to 3 platforms. 3 different platforms they conducted. One is HackerRank, one is eBox, and another one platform I didn't know the name correctly. They have conducted in 3 different platforms, and and all these 3 platforms are monitored. And all these platforms have this, what is it, proctoring. All these platforms has this proctoring options. So make sure, I don't know who's going to get which link, I don't know, because everything will be sent to your mail. Make sure whatever things that you're getting, use it properly. And please keep that in mind, it is a proctoring exam. You may not be get a notification like that you're going to be proctored. You may not get that notification, but it is a proctoring test. It is a proctoring assessment. So make sure you're aware of that in whichever platform it may be. Because one is Talent Track, they use Talent Track is one set they have used. Another one batch has got the question from HackerRank. So these are the 2 things. So Talent Track is also a part of eBox, and HackerRank is you already know what is HackerRank. But in another one site, I forgot that name. Maybe if I got the name, I'll tell you. So these are 3 platforms that they have conducted, and they have given based on the, I don't know on what basis they have given the rounds. I don't know that. But everyone will be getting a link through your mail. So make sure you're giving a valid email ID to your placement coordinators and you're receiving the mail correctly. So every instructions, even if you're selected or even if you're not selected, even if you're going to the next process and this is the process, everything will be shared to that mail ID only. Please make sure you're seeing your mail regularly for this virtual drive. Yes. Yes, guys. I hope that is clear for you. My point is clear. And I don't think that everyone will get the same question. It will be shuffled. It will be changed based on the categories or based on the departments. So these can be changed based on the departments also. So, but that is not confirmed. I'm telling that, so based on the department, they are going to change the questions. That is not confirmed, but it is my assumption that maybe in that criteria, they have given questions in a different way, like that. I'm asking you. See, what happens is, if it is not based on this SQL or web technology or software engineering, what they will be doing is they'll be increasing the questions in other fields, like in algorithms and data structure, they'll be increasing the question, or they'll be increasing the question in C. Like as I started with Java, you may also get a question from C or C++. So that is selected based on the department. Maybe that is my guess. It is not a compulsory option, but I'm telling you this. Maybe they can give questions based on the departments also. But in the best way, we don't want to expect that. We don't want to give an option for them that we know only C, we know only C++. No, we know Java. We know Java. We can understand Java. Yes. So best we prepare for all, so that we will be ready for any type of drives. Yes. Yes, guys. Is it clear? Yes. Is it clear? Yes, I got a question. Compulsorily, you will be having an aptitude. Yes. See, minimum of 10 questions, maximum of 10 questions, maybe, I don't know. Compulsorily, you will be having aptitude questions. Aptitude and logical questions, I think so. Both logical reasoning and apti, you will be getting questions. But I don't know the exact count, because this number of total question itself, it is not a complete thing. I'm just giving the range, like from 45 to 60. Maybe they can increase the number of questions. Maybe they can increase the questions to 80 or 100. So we don't know the exact count of questions. So, but you will be getting minimum two questions from each topics. Minimum 2 questions. That is from RT 2 questions, from logical reasoning, from verbal, from anything. You will be getting minimum two questions. I'm expecting that, because Virtusa has scrutinized their recruitment process. They are increasing their level. They are increasing their bars, because as the package level is also going to increase, they are increasing the level of persons they are going to recruit. So only the reason why we are explaining this is, that is the reason I'm explaining here. They are increasing their bars, because in 2016, if you are basic, if you are understand what is Java and how to implement a class and how to write a class and how to use object-oriented concepts, then that is fine for to get placed in Virtusa. But now Virtusa also started to scrutinize it. They also want to pick a specific person. So the interview process has gone up. So only these types of, so only they have given so much of options and these questions. They are focusing on these things, more on this. Yes, guys. Any more questions? Any more questions? And I hope you got that information. In the last year, Virtusa is the one company which has recruited more in all over India. That stood at the first place for recruiting more young peoples in the last year. Maybe, I guess so. There is a scenario, or there is a count that we got. Maybe you can refer the sites. Maybe you can refer online sites regarding this information. Because I thought that yes, they have due to this pandemic, they have given some layoffs, but still they have recruited more new persons to the company. In spite of their layoffs, also they have recruited more new candidates to their organization. Okay, that is an information. That is a information that is passed in the news or something. Maybe you can check that out. Okay, if that is an option that we are getting it, then we should not miss that opportunity, correct? Because nowadays the opportunity is very difficult to get. So if you are getting an opportunity, we don't want to miss it. So that is my point. because Virtusa is one of the good company and it is growing very fast. I hope you know what the management also shifted from old Virtusa to new Virtusa. The management has also been shifted, and they are also focusing on more recruitments, and they want to increase more peoples in Virtusa, more skilled persons, and they're expanding their projects also. Just go and see for the Virtusa's news. So that will give you a better knowledge on what are the things that you want to prepare, or what are the company that expects, what is the things that the company expects. Maybe you can go and see for that Virtusa's latest news. So that will help you to understand better about that company and what the company expects from you, from a new fresher candidate. Okay, guys. Okay, so this is for first round. No, yes, as I said, there are two types of job roles there, and for each job role there is a package. And for developer, I hope it is. Last time they have told me that it is 8 lakh or 7 lakh, I think so. For developers, for developer role, it is 8 lakh or 7 lakh. I don't know. I forgot that, but maybe you can confirm that package list with your placement team. Because there are two to three types of roles are there. They are recruiting. So if you're performing in software engineering also good, then they put you in the next level. There's another one more level there. So for that they'll be recruiting more than 8 lakh package, I think so. There are different payrolls are there. So maybe you can check with the placement departments. Yes, guys. Okay, sir. So this is it for first round. And for second round, see, sometimes in first round itself, sometimes in some scenarios, if it is going to be only 45 questions, if it is only going to be 45 questions, then at that time itself, you will be getting this part 2 in first round. Part 2 in first round, that will be your short coding. Short coding in the sense, you'll be having minimum of 2 questions, maximum of 4 questions. That's it. Actually, maximum of 2 questions is the current scenario that they asked. Maximum of 2 coding questions, that is the maximum scenario that they asked if you have short coding round. Because not everyone has got the short coding round. Only one set of batch who attended in Hacker Rank, I think so, they got this short coding round. I don't know which platform they attended, and I don't know, but only that person has got the short coding round. And in that short coding, the first round, maybe you can get a questions from minimum 2, maximum 4. So these are questions. And what are the languages they are allowing us is, they are allowing us to use C, C++, Java, and Python. You can select on any 4 of these languages. And types of questions, what they asked is logical questions. Logical question in the sense like what we are going to use as a Fibonacci printer for a primary number, or a pattern printing, or a series generation. These are comes under my logical questions. Yes. So series printing, pattern printing, series printing, pattern generation, and Fibonacci numbers, factorial numbers. Everything will comes under this logical questions. Yes. Apart from that, you will be getting a question from either a string or array manipulation. It's nothing to do with array manipulation. Array or matrix manipulation. Logical question in the sense that prime, factorial, Fibonacci, leap years. So some logical question, pattern printing, or series generation. So these types of questions. You'll be getting questions based on these two categories. Yes, it will be like it may be an aptitude question also. It may be an aptitude question also. They'll be giving you a question and they want you to use a formula from aptitude and to solve it. So these types of questions can be asked in short coding rounds. Yes, guys. And one more thing I'm telling this short coding is not came for all the students. For in one platform they have given the short coding, and in one platform they didn't give the short coding. So this may differ in the scenarios or differ in the places. Yes. but make sure you're ready with this. And this is for short coding. And second round is going to be a long coding, and long coding is going to be common for all the persons who has cleared the first round. So long coding, you will be having questions, minimum of 5 questions, maximum of 8 questions. And the level of questions will be, okay, this level will be number of questions, languages are low, and level will be from easy to average. So this is the level of questions in short coding. So it will not be too much of difficult. And also please keep that in mind. It will not be a full coding. So if you are getting a question like matrix or array or string, if you are getting a questions like this in short coding, it will be a functional programming. Functional programming means they will be giving only the function and you have to write only the logic for that function. I hope you can get the point correct. Functional programming. Just you will not be getting any input, you will not be printing any input. They'll be giving you only the function. You have to implement the code inside that function. I hope we have already practiced in SkillRack and Edmatrix. You have to run, you have to evaluate, you have to submit it. See, everything is an online compiler supported platforms. All the 3 platforms will support all the languages. So you have to execute it, compile it, and you have to get accept status. Accept status in the sense you have to get 100%. That is, you have to clear all the test cases. You have to clear all the test cases and should hit 100%. If you are getting, sir, I'm getting only 90%, it is not accepted. Sir, I'm getting 95%, it's not accepted. Okay, so maybe if the number of persons count has been reduced, then at that time they may consider for this 90 or 95. But mostly they will not be considering for this 90 or 95. They'll be expecting only the 100% or getting accepted. So make sure you're getting accepted in all the things. You have to execute, you have to get accepted status, you have to clear all the test cases. Yes. So now the long coding. So long coding, so number of questions is going to be 5 to 6. The same languages. So language, they will allow the same C, C++, Java, and Python. So you will not restrict with language. So but mostly you will be giving only these 4 languages. You will not be giving not more than these 4 languages. They'll be giving only these 4 languages. After that, there's level. This is one important thing. So moderate. In the sense, to solve one problem, you have to split that problem into 3 to 4 problems, and then you will be solving it. Yes, you have to split your actual problem into single code blocks like searching, sorting, and maximum, minimum, like that. You'll be splitting your entire problem into small subtasks, and you have to implement that functions. You'll be getting, maybe you can get this functional type questions, and then this there will be minimum of 3 to 4 functions will be implemented for each question. 3 to 4 functions you will have to implement it to solve that one question. Yes, guys, is it clear? And the things are the core area you have to focus for this. First, I suggest you start with recursion. Logical questions, collections, string, and arrays, matrix. So these are common questions, but please, like, you have to focus on these algorithms, like, because last time they asked questions from flood fill. Flood fill algorithm was asked in the last session. in the last year, seniors questions, they asked this flood fill algorithm or robot path, and also one the prime series algorithm. I forgot that algorithm name. Prime series generation. Prime series generation. And after that, yes, large Fibonacci numbers, Fibonacci and factorial numbers. We'll be using this big integer or big decimal. I hope you all remember that. How to generate Fibonacci, 100 Fibonacci or 100 factorial. 100 Fib or 100 factorial. You guys remember those questions or not? We have already solved it. In Edmatrix also, we have practiced with Edmatrix also. Yes, please go and refer these questions because we already have these questions. We already solved this question. We already know the solution for it. Because the questions that are the things that I'm telling you right here is not nothing. We already know everything. But just these are the things that you have to focus on for long coding rounds. Because I hope last time your seniors got these questions, 100 Fibonacci and 100 factorial. Your previous year, your seniors got these questions. I remember that. And also they got this robot path and flood fill algorithms. Because in each platform they have got different questions. But these are the questions that I remember now. If I got any more specific questions, I'll be sharing you in WhatsApp. But these are the questions that I'm remembering right now. But you have to focus on these topics: recursions, logical questions in the sense like these, and also collections in the sense set, list, map. Don't ever forget that set, list, map. It is very, very, very important. So they'll be surely using these collection concepts, and also strings and arrays, matrix. These are common. So you'll be having string-based algorithms, array-based algorithms, like finding the next greatest number or next palindromic number, or yes, DP. I forgot that DP. Yes, dynamic programming. DP based questions. Next greatest number, next palindromic number, what is it? From permutation, you have to take a palindrome. I think so. That is one question. So from permutation, sorry, I forgot that. Permutation or combination. From that, you have to take a palindrome. One question like that. So they'll be giving you a string or something. They want you to print all the permutations. From that permutation, you have to check whether a palindrome is existing or not. So this type of question was asked in it. So that is a type of DP question. So that was one question that I asked. So you'll be giving a string. He'll be asking you to print all the permutations, or maybe he wants you to get all the permutation and check whether a palindrome exists in that permutation or not. So like that one question, I came to know that. But that is a concept of DP. Yes. So the level of question will be like this. Level of questions will be like this. So you have to focus on these types of questions. So we'll be sharing you the questions, everything. So if whenever we got that question, we'll be sharing you. So don't worry. But for preparing, you have to focus on these types of questions. Is it clear, guys? For long coding. Do you understand what are the things that I have shared you? Do you understand what are the things that you want to focus on? Hello, guys. Any questions in it? Up to this first round and second round. Any questions? So these are the things. Is it fine, or do I want to see for these types of questions? Any questions related to this first round and second round? Mostly the long coding round will start in the same day. That is, if you are getting the first round in the morning, then in the afternoon your second round will start. But in some scenarios, you may get in the next day. That is, if in the morning session it is going to be a presentation and you are going to start your first round by the evening, then the second round will start in the next day morning. But mostly first round and second round, that is long coding and short coding, will happen in the same day itself. But that depends on the company. They will be deciding which or where it will happen, at what time will happen. But mostly I'm expecting to be happen in the same day itself. Okay, and one more thing I want you to tell that, so whenever you are appearing for any interviews, not only for which or any interviews, please use a private window. Make sure every plugins are disabled in incognito, open incognito window or any private window, and make sure all the plugins has been disabled, like ad blocks or any other plugin that you have added to your browser. Make sure every plugin has been disabled and you have a correct webcam working webcam. It's preferred, I suggest you to join with a headphone and mic also, even for the first round and second round itself. Yes, you don't want to get some other noises based on this, because if you are using headphones and mics, it will automatically reduce most of the noises around you. So I suggest you to use headphones and mics to reduce your noises around you. Yes. So this is for long coding. So next round is going to be a technical HR. Maybe you may get another round, that GD you may get, maybe GD, and after GD you may get a technical HR, but I don't know about GD whether it's going to happen or not. But regarding technical, after clearing your long coding round, you'll be moving into technical HR. Mostly Virtusa will have GD rounds, I think so. Mostly, yes, I think so. They'll be having the group discussion rounds. Maybe that the complete scenario comes and we can understand it better. Your technical replacement team will share that what are the rounds is going to take place. They'll be sharing you. At the time, we can see for it. So after that is a technical HR round. So this technical HR will be taken by the actual team person whom you are going to work, as if in Zoho. So as if in Zoho, how they'll be, which team you are going to work on, the same team person will come and ask you. The same is happening in Virtusa also. If you are once you are placed into Virtusa, in which team you are going to work, or to the person whom you are going to report, if the person is going to ask you question in technical HR. Because since it is going to be a one-on-one round, so they'll be scheduling meetings in online platform, and it will be mostly on one-on-one. In some scenarios, if the candidates are high, then it can extend up to 4-to-1. There is 4 candidates with 1 technical HR. It may extend up to based on the student count, but it mostly is a 1-to-1 HR. And in this 1-to-1 HR, the HR or the technical person who's going to ask you question is the person whom you are going to work with once you are into that organization. Please keep that in mind. So because this scenario was adapted by Virtusa from last year, I think so. Because no special technical HR came and asked questions. For each person, the team person is the person asking the questions. The actual person working in that product will be coming to you and he'll be asking you questions. And the round will take time from minimum of 1 hour 30 minutes to 4 hours. It will be a live video conferencing. So you'll be inside meeting. He'll be telling you scenarios. He'll be asking you scenarios, and you have to explain it. Okay. So what are the questions that you'll be asked? First thing, area of interest, and second, project you worked on. So normally technical HR rounds will always start from these 2 points. So what is your area of interest, or what is the project that you did? So this is the normal starting point. They'll be just go through your resumes and see what are the things that you have accomplished or what are the things that you have did, and also they'll be having your scores. What is the first round score? What is the second round score? They'll be having a exact split up scores. What are the split up that you got in each rounds? So they'll be having all your records with them, with your resume, everything they'll be having it. So mostly they'll be asking. It might Yes, mostly they'll be asking you questions starting from area of interest or project, but later they focus more on OOPS and Java concepts. So Java, in that you'll be asking JVM, JRE, JDK, and garbage collector and APIs, and also the version which right now we are working on. Version of Java we are working right now, and what is the difference between previous version of Java and this latest version of Java. So these are the first questions that they asked in Java. These are the first questions. If we are starting with Java, or if you are starting with any other, see, whatever the concept we may start, that area of interest or project or anything, at last they come back to Java. They will dive into Java. They will start to ask questions from Java, because that is the field that they are working on. So they will start from Java, and in Java they always start this question from any one of these, either from JVM, JRE, JDK, garbage collector, or application programming interface, or the version of Java which you are right now working, or the difference between previous versions, or what are the new things that has been added to the latest version. So this is how they start the question from Java. So later they slightly move to class and objects. So what is a class? What is an object? So these questions will not be a high impact questions, because this just want to know what is my class, what is my object. That is the thing that they be expecting. So actually where the questions will arise in common is collections, exceptions, threads, and OOPS concepts. So this OOPS concept is very important, guys, because most of the questions you may get it from OOPS. OOPS, like using abstract, what is the difference between an abstract class and an interface? So what will happen if I have a constructor within an abstract class? So can I have a constructor in an interface? So can I have a common method in an abstract class? So what is the use of runtime polymorphism? What is the use of compile time polymorphism? So in which scenario we have to go for runtime errors, or which scenario there will be an exception handlers, like that. So these are the types of questions that they will be asking you. And please, I already told you this. If they're asking a question related to any concepts, you don't want to define the concept. You just don't want to define the concept. You have to explain it with an example. Take your own scenario. And try to explain him with that example. So this is the scenario that I'm taking it, and this is the scenario that I have to work on. So for getting a result like this, I want to use this concept, so that this concept will give me this exact solution, so that I can use this concept. So like that, you have to justify your concept. Yes, guys. So make sure. Yes. Anyone any doubts? Okay. I don't know, some cross connections. Okay. I hope you get my points, guys. If they're asking a question from OOPS concepts, I want you to take an example, and I want you to explain with an example. I don't want you to just explain the concept or just the definition. So what is encapsulation? So you're hiding up of data. That is not the exact answer they want. So why you are going for encapsulation? Sir, I may have some class variables, and these class variables can be accessed by anyone who is having the access to my class. So if I want to restrict them to use this class, then I have to use this encapsulation concept. So what I'll be doing this encapsulation, or how can I achieve this encapsulation? Like, sir, I'll be privatizing all my variables. So I'll be privatizing all my variables so that no one other than whom I'm sharing with, they cannot access my variables. So that is how I can achieve my encapsulation. So this is what they will be expecting. So this type of explanation is what they're expecting from you guys. Can you guys get this? Do you guys understand what I told you right now? Yes, I'm giving you a scenario for it. Yes. So this is an encapsulation scenario. So similarly, they may ask you in any scenarios, but you make sure you're ready with an example. Make sure you're ready with an example for abstract class or abstraction or interface, or for abstract class with a constructor. So for any scenarios, make sure you're having an example for it. Yes. Yes, guys. So these are the things that you have to focus for your technical HR. So apart from, you may get questions around web technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or SQL. So apart from Java, you may get questions around HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also one more thing I forgot it. So JDBC. What is my JDBC? JDBC. What is my JDBC, guys? Naveen sir has took class regarding this JDBC. Yes, database connection. There are 5 steps to connect a database, and you should be aware of these 5 steps. How to create a connection, how to import that package, and how to link my table, and how to give the properties, and how to execute my query. These are the 5 steps that are there for JDBC, and you should be know what are these steps. Only these 5 steps. Maybe they can ask you to write all the 5 steps, or they maybe ask you how you'll be making a connection with the JDBC. Maybe the 5 steps will be asked based on the questions. Each step will be asked as a separate question, or they maybe ask you to write all the 5 steps in a single question. Yes, and JDB is also one important topic regarding this technical HR. Yes. So apart from this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery, they want to check whether you are aware of it or not. There will not be a too deep questions. Just you are aware of that or not. That's it. So what is my jQuery? What is my JavaScript? So what is it happening? So after that, you may get questions like from SQL. So mostly the SQL concepts that I shared here. If you are familiar with these topics, then that will be fine for you to answer all the questions that are asked in technical HR. That is more than enough to answer questions from technical HR and SQL. So that will be not a problem for you. So rest maybe. So these are some maybe questions. So after 11, these are some maybe questions. May be asked, may not be asked, because these are the things that they keep on focusing on technical HR. These first 10 things: SQL, HTML, CSS, JDBC, OOPS concepts. So when considering all these concepts, this is one important concept, and this one regarding this Java, first one, versions and different types of versions, and JVM, JDK, JRE. So these are the 2 things that is very, very important, guys. This one is one important, second one is important, and third is JDBC. You have to give focus on these 3 topics mainly. So later you can give collections. So collections we already know. We already know what is collection. We are normally using the set, list, and map. Just we have to know what is the different types of set and why we are using that set, like hash set, array set, or linked hash set, or tree set. So why we are going for these types of sets? I hope you know the difference between each sets. Yes. Similarly, list and then map. Because in collections, they will be asking you why we have different types of collections and why we are going for that specific types of collections. So that is a question that they may ask in collections. Yes. And in exceptions, I already told you, checked and unchecked exceptions. And in threads, you'll be having a scenario. So how to invoke a thread or how to synchronize a thread. or what are the ways that I can invoke a thread. So you have how many ways to invoke a thread? Start a thread. Hello. Yes, I'm asking you a question. So how many ways are there to invoke a thread or to start a thread? Yes, correct. Two ways, correct, correct. Two ways, correct. Yes, so these are the types of questions that you'll be asking. So if you are telling it two ways means then what they ask is, so what are the ways? That is the second question they'll be asking, correct? So you have to explain it like, so there are two ways of starting a thread, by either by extending a thread class or by implementing an interface, like that. You have to explain it. That's it. It should not be like a single word answers. It should not be always be a single one word answers. It should be of a sentence. So make sure, guys, in technical HR, if you are explaining it better, then the number of questions will reduce. I hope you know that. I hope you already your placement team has shared the details with you. If you are able to explain each and every question in a elaborative manner, then the technical HR will get satisfied with less number of questions itself. Yes, he understands what he is telling, and he is able to clearly explain what he understands it. So if you are able to talk to him in a way that you are able to explain what is the thing that you are thinking, and he is able to understand it clearly, then the number of questions will automatically reduce in technical HR. So make sure that keep that, guys. Okay, so then maybe questions is from software engineering and software testing and some networks. So these are not sure things, but maybe they can check with this. Maybe questions these are. That's good. So these are some technical HRs. These are the things that you have to prepare for technical HR. And final round is your HR. For your HR, you have to know about your company. So what is your company? What it is working on? So who is the head? And why you choose this company? So these are some common questions related to organization. Okay, should not use company, it is an organization. Sorry, but my bad. So these are some HR questions, HR rounds. So these are the things. Okay, maybe there may be an GD round maybe there. So for GD, I don't know what are the topics that they're going to ask, but maybe they can add GD or they may not add GD rounds. That is depend on the number of persons who's going to appear for the drive. Yes. So for Virtusa, these are the things that I suggest you to prepare. These are the things that I want you to start to prepare. And there is nothing we want to start to prepare because we already covered most of the things. I hope everything is already covered. SQL. The only thing that you may request is this software engineering or testing methodologies. Because the rest, all the topics is already shared to you and all, you are already aware of it. So now what I want you to do is just go for these sites, start with the MCQ and start to practice on it. After that, we'll be sharing you some more plans. So actually, we are planning for some continuous training. So I'll be sharing you the plans regarding so how this goes. So later that we can keep on practicing on it. But make sure you are preparing for it. This short coding and long coding. So what are types of questions that you have to focus on? Yes, because we already know all these questions. We already know all the solutions for it. I hope you already know this. Just go and refresh it. Just go and see what are the things that we already solved. So in SkillRack or Edmatrix or eBox or any platform or in LeetCode or HackerRank, any platform. In any platform, we may work on these problems. We already solved all these problems. Just go and see it. Like permutation concept, permutation, combination. So prime number series generation, robot path, flood fill, everything. I want you guys to go and refresh it because we already solved all these problems. We already know the solution for these. Just we want to refresh this problem solutions. That's it. So and these concepts. So for these concepts, I suggest you go for Java T-Point or go for Oracle Docs, Java Oracle Docs. So for regarding this technical HR round, I suggest you to go for this. I already know this. References. So Java Docs, Oracle. So there is one site that I'll refer, that I will tell you to prefer. But second, you can start with Java T-Point or some other website. So regarding explaining about this Java concepts. Yes. And for HR, you already know where to prepare. You have to go for your website. You have to go for your company website, and you have to understand what is the company and who is it owning it, and what is the work culture here, what is the process there, everything. So this is what you have to prepare for your Virtusa. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? So these are the things that you have to focus for your preparation for Virtusa round. And there is nothing new we are going to learn. There is nothing new. Everything has already been taken and everything is already with you. Every material is already with you. I hope so. So just go and refresh it. Okay, now coming back to the plan. I hope everyone is clear with this. What are things that you have to prepare? Yes? So now the plan, the technical plan which we are going to do is, so daily, morning. So I want one PC. So PC is here. So what is the plan that is already shared with you guys? I want to know the plan, what they have shared with you. Just post it in a chat box, or you can unmute and you can tell me. Placement coordinators. So what is the plan that is already shared with you? Like placement team, I shared any plan with you guys? Because we didn't get any plan regarding this, which is a training. No. Okay. Okay, maybe you can confirm with Kalai ma'am or Jude sir or Hariharan sir. Is there any specific plan that they have prepared for Virtusa? If not, please inform me so that I can share you the detailed plan. Okay. So what I'm interested is, so morning I want a session. So in this morning we will be discussing the solution discussion, and in the afternoon it is going to be a MCQ plus coding assessment, either in SkillRack or in Edmatrix. So this is the plan that till now I have got it. But see, the everyday's MCQs or coding solutions will be discussed in the next day's morning. Next day's morning session, the MCQ solution and also the coding solutions will be shared in the next day's morning session. But in the afternoon session or evening session, you'll be having this MCQ plus coding assessments, either in Edmatrix or SkillRack or platform, which will be shared. So this is the plan. Right now we got it, but there is some plan that has been shared from placement team. So for their plan, their team plan, we are waiting for it. Okay, there is one plan has been shared. So we got an information from our class that till July 1st, morning technical training and noon soft skill or aptitude training, sir. Okay. Okay, yes. So that is the reason I asked it, because I have not got the correct exact plan. Okay, then if that is the case, then this assessment will be shifted to evening or night. As usual, we will be keeping it evening or night. So maybe we can keep that assessment, but no other option, guys. Daily you will be having one assessment. Daily you will be having one or two assessments, either MCQ. it will be a combination of both MCQ and coding. Daily you'll be having an assessment. If the timing maybe changes, evening time or night time, or that depends. And the next day morning you'll be having the solution discussion. Yes, if there is some concepts, then that concept will be also taken in the morning sessions. So this is the plan that we came up right now, but we'll be finalize this plan and we'll be sharing you in the later sessions. Yes, guys. So any more questions? Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Anything else that I want to share with you? Okay, in test. What is that in test? Yes, I'm just collecting the Virtusa questions. If I got that question, I'll add it. Because I have not collected all the questions, because whenever they called and they asked me the question, I just keep on remembering it, but I forgot to note it. So that is the reason why I'm asking you guys to post your questions in the discussion forum. So that will help you, your juniors. Maybe you can get the point, because I forgot all the questions that they shared with me. So yes, maybe I'll be putting all this with a sample test. That will be taken place in EdMatrix by combining all these questions. So you'll be preparing one question and then I'll be putting it in an EdMatrix, so that will be useful for you. Yes, guys. So I want you guys to post your questions in the discussion forum regularly, so that you can so that your juniors can use it efficiently. So what are the questions that you face? That will help your juniors. So that is the reason why we are keep on insisting you to post the questions in discussion forums, because this is a scenario that you can understand it. Because actually I forgot to keep track of the questions. I don't know what is the question that they asked. So now it is a little bit difficult for us to track exact questions. But mostly I have shared you all the questions that I remember. So these types of questions are the questions that they asked, but still now the exact question is missing. That is the reason why we are asking you to share your questions in the discussion forums. Okay, guys. So any more questions? Did I answer your questions? Yes, I will share this notepad. Surely I will share this notepad in WhatsApp. You can take it. Any other questions? Thank you. Thank you, guys. So thank you for joining. Please take this note. Start preparing for your drive. Virtusa is one of the important company and it is one of the mass recruiter. Don't leave this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. It is always a win-win situation for Virtusa and Ishwar, because he is one of the mass recruiter for our college and he always has a good concern about us. Virtusa has a good concern about us. I want you guys to keep that and prepare accordingly, and I want everyone to get place in it. That's it. So thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. So after the session, I want any one PC to call me. Anyone, just ping me, so that we have a discussion after this session ends. Just ping me in WhatsApp so that we can have a discussion. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you all. Start preparing.